Now, light is a very important energy available on our earth. Light is in a form of energy and it is the most available. Light is produced from the electromagnetic radiation, a small part of the electromagnetic radiation, a small part of a electromagnetic radiations we produces a visible light. If you see a combination of electromagnetic radiations, you will find the range. This is gamma rays, this is, after that is the X rays, UV rays. UV rays means ultraviolet rays. After this comes a visible light. After this comes the visible light. Then comes infrared rays, microwaves, and then radio waves. This combination forms electromagnetic radiations. Out of electromagnetic radiation, it starts from 0.01 nanometer to 0.1 nm, then it is 10 nm. This is visible, 400 nm to 700 nm, then it is 1000 nm, and then it is 10,000 nm. Nm means nanometer. So the visible light is available from 400 nanometer to 700 nanometer, which we see with our eyes. With our eyes, we are able to see only the radiation so produced from 400 nm to 700 nm, and this is called as the visible light, which has been available. Now, when we see from our eyes, there are two eyes. These are the two eyes on a human, normal human face, which is a few centimeter apart from each other. Two different images is been formed from two different eyes, but our brain combined them together to form one single image and forms a 3D vision of any object that our eyes works, and it is called as that image which is been formed. Two images when combined together, two images made by two different eyes, when combined together, it will form one single image, and it is called as stereoscopic image. Which image? It is stereoscopic image, and it is also known as CD vision, or that vision is called as stereoscopic vision, which is produced by two eyes by combining them together. From that only we can calculate the depth of any object. We can actually find out the length, the breadth, the depth only by when the two images is being combined together by two different eyes by the brain. So brain works to combine both the images, and that images or the vision is called as stereoscopic images. If a person views an object by one eye, so the angle which is being formed to view by by one eye, single eye, is 150 degree. But when we use two eyes together to view any object, so the angle so formed will be of 180 degree. So by one eye, the vision of the angle is spread up to how many degrees? 150 degree. But when we are using both the eyes, so our vision is at an angle of 180 degree. We can view any object kept at an angle of 180 degree. So this is by one eye, it is 150 degree, and by two eyes the angle will be 180 degree. It will be 180 degree. Is this clear? Then comes the power of accommodation of an eye. This is a very important part. Power of accommodation of an eye. Power of accommodation of an eye, means the power to view any object, the power to see by the eyes. How can you observe the power of accommodation? Actually, by changing the focal length of the eyes, we can view any object by changing the focal length of the eyes. If we want to view the object, we have to change the focal length of the eyes. What we have to change? The focal length of the eyes. How we can change the focal length of the eyes? It works through our brain. That brain always works and it changes its focal length. Suppose we want to view the near object, so we automatically change our view. We contract the lens and it will work and we can view the object. We spread the lens by viewing the larger object. So that power by which we are changing the focal length of the eyes is called as the power of accommodation. So power of accommodation is the strength to see the objects. So if you want to view a near objects, so here it is called as near vision. And if we want to view the far object, it is called as the far vision. So the near vision, which can be seen clearly by our naked eyes, is up till 25 centimeter. It is up till 25 centimeter. And the far vision, which a normal eyes can view, it is up till infinity. It is up till infinity. So the near vision of our eyes is 25 centimeter, far vision is up till infinity. Now this is about the eyes, but in the eyes we are having certain defect also. So today we have to discuss the certain defect which is being produced in the eyes. First defect. Okay, our first defect, myopia. Myopia means short sightedness. In myopia or short sightedness, a person can see near object but unable to see a far object. Unable to see a far object. How? There are two reasons behind it. First is the excessive curvature of a lens, and number second, elongation of an eyeball. These are the two reasons. Elongation of a eyeball. So there is an elongation in an eyeball and the excessive curvature of a lens, which is the major cause for the defect of myopia. A person can see, suppose this is an eye, this is a lens of an eye. It can see a near object clearly at the retina part, but if you will see the image, far image, this is the far image, what will happen? The image will be formed before reaching the retina. Before reaching the retina. How to remove this defect? This defect is being removed. This defect is being removed by using a concave lens. Which lens? Concave lens. If you are using a concave lens, so the rays which are coming will meet at a point on the retina and the object can be seen clearly. So this defect is called as myopia. Second defect is called as hypermetropia, or we can say long sightedness. It is called as long sightedness. In a long sightedness, person can see a far object but near object is invisible. means he will not be able, a person cannot be able to see the near object in hypermetropia. Now what happened in that case? Suppose this is an eye, this is a lens, this object, a far object can be viewed easily, but if you will see a near object, this is a lens, so this near object has been kept. So what will happen? The image will be formed behind the retina. It will be formed behind the retina. Now why this happens? There are two reasons. First reason is that the focal length of the eye lens is increased. First reason, the focal length of the eye lens increases. First is the focal length of the eye lens increases. The eyeball becomes small. Second effect is the eyeball becomes small. Now how to remove this defect? By using, suppose this is an eye, by using a convex lens. If a near object is being kept, before that if we are using a convex lens, so this defect can be removed and the image will be formed at the retina and clearly the near object can be viewed. So this is hypermetropia, which can see a far object but unable to see the near object because the image formed by the person will be behind the retina. Why? Because the focal length of the eye lens increases, the eyeball decreases. The eyeball becomes small. This is the reason behind it. Now to remove this defect, we use a convex lens. In this case, we use a concave lens. Third defect is presbyopia. Now what is presbyopia? In this defect, due to the muscles in the eyes, when the power in the muscles, ciliary muscles decreases, the power of accommodation decreases. It is due to the decrease in the power of accommodation. Means the eyes will not be able to change the focal length so frequently. So that defect is due to the ages. Means when the person's age is more, means above 60 or 70, you will see this defect will become very common. In this, what will happen? The eye muscles get decreased. The power of the eye muscles get decreased. It means due to the decrease in the power of accommodation, person is unable to see the near object. And far object can only be viewed by using glasses. It means that there are both means even they are unable to see the far object, even the near object is not viewed clearly, but these two reasons are not behind it. The reason is due to the age, the power of accommodation, means the muscles power get decreased, due to which they are unable to see the near object. Even the far object can only be viewed by using the lens. Now how to remove this? By using a bifocal length lens. Means both a lens which have both a concave part as well as convex part. Some lower part as a convex and the upper part will be concave, or it depends upon the power which they are having more defect in it. So they use a bifocal length lens. Is this clear only? So there are three major defects there are many defects in the eyes, but these are the three major: myopia, hypermetropia and presbyopia. In myopia, unable to see far object; hypermetropia, near object cannot be clearly seen. But these two defects can happen at any ages, but presbyopia is the only defect which only comes after a certain age, for the aged person only, where the muscles power get decreased. Is this clear? Where we are unable to see the near object, and even the far object can be viewed by using the glass, and be used for this is a bifocal length lens, yani ki a lens which have both concave part as well as convex part. So these are the three defects. I hope so that you must have understood it. Any doubts you can just ask.